Are you planning to make a move in real estate and are overwhelmed with all the conflicting information out there? What if the wrong advice costed you thousands of dollars or even worse, your dream home? The real estate market is constantly changing and understanding numbers is the key to making sound decisions. Hi, my name is Roshan Victor. I'm a Fraser Valley realtor who is committed to transparency, data-based decision making, and market knowledge that you can trust. In today's video, we are going to dive into how the market performed in December 2024 and what does that indicate for this year 2025. And stick around as this is the edge that you're looking for to make your move in real estate. Before we get into the video, if you haven't done so just as yet, please hit the subscribe and the like button. That way you can be updated on every new video that I put out there, which keeps you informed on everything that's happening in the Fraser Valley in terms of real estate. And if you are looking at making a move in real estate and want someone to help you cut through that noise, create a custom strategy that is best suited for your family to take advantage of the current market conditions, then there's a link in my description below to book into my calendar directly. Looking forward to hearing your story and creating a plan that works best for you. Let's dive into the video. Now let's quickly read through the news release that was put out by Fraser Valley a couple of days ago. And if you would like to read this on your own, please go ahead and skip to the next chapter. New listings at 10-year high in 2024, but affordability still the elephant in the room in Fraser Valley. Bank of Canada interest rate cuts that began mid-year were not enough to ease the affordability crisis for many home buyers in the Fraser Valley in 2024, leading to a decline in annual sales. The Fraser Valley Real Estate Board reported new listings of 35,698 for the year ended December 31st, 2024, a 10-year high and 9% above the 10-year average. However, annual sales recorded on the MLS were the lowest since in 10 years at 14,570, a decline of 1% over 2023 and 24% below the 10-year average. The city of Surrey accounted for majority of 2024 sales at 51%, with Langley and Abbotsford accounting to 24% and 15% respectively. 2024 marked another subdued year for Fraser Valley home sales on the heel of a 10-year low in 2023, said Jeff Chada, chair of the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. Slight decline in home prices across some areas of the region provided negligible relief for buyers looking to get into the market. At the same time, the modest price adjustments did not discourage sellers from listing. The composite benchmark home price in the Fraser Valley closed the year at $965,000, down 2% year over year and down 4% from its 2024 peak in March. Now let's look at numbers on an overall basis, and then we can dive into specific areas and see how those different areas have performed and different segments of the market, maybe detached, townhouses or apartments, have performed. So when we look at overall December numbers, we had 994 sales, 1,288 new listings and 6,285 active listings overall. When we compare it to December 2023, we see that the sales were up, new listings were up, active listings were up 18%, 36% and 34%. However, when we compare it to November 2024, the numbers were down. So we had 12% less sales, 45% less new listings coming to the market, and 22% overall less active listings. What we see as an overall market trend, we also see it in the segmentation of detached townhouses and apartments at the same time. When we compare month over month, November to December 2024, we see that the inventory has been down, active listings coming to the market has been down, active listings has been down, so has been the sales compared to November 2024. However, when we compare to the same comparison for December 2023 compared to December 2024, we see that sales were up 14%, new listings were up 53% and active listings were up 27% in the detached segmentation. Similar trends can be seen in townhouses and in apartments. Interestingly, what we can see is when we talk about pricing, whether it is benchmark pricing, median pricing or average pricing, when we compare it to December 2023, we see a 12% increase in average price, we see a 13% increase in median pricing, and the benchmark pricing was up 0.9%, approximately 1%. It is not necessarily that this means that the prices have gone up. It only means that properties that are being dealt or are closing at a higher price point, which is increasing the average and the median pricing for the industry. The peak of the market was in March, and since then the market has corrected itself to approximately 4%. We'll talk about it shortly, but for the moment it's the same trends which we will see in Abbotsford, detached townhouse and apartments. So is the case with Mission. We go further down, we see into White Rock, similar trends. Year over year there is an increase, and month over month there is a decrease. When we look at this chart and we say where is the market trending in 2024 and how can we foresee it, it is important to know what has happened in 2024, and there has been a lot of chatter around with regards to record number of inventories, which is true, and record drop in sales, which is true. But how has the pricing shaped up? It has not crashed, or nor is it in correction territory. Now let's talk about what a crash and a correction is. There's no standardization. However, anything between 10 and 20% is considered a correction, and anything above 20% is considered a crash. So let's quickly look at the info stats, and let's look at median price points and compare it to March of 2024 and the drop, and when we compare it to 2023 December, the difference is around 5%. That is not in the correction territory or in the crash territory. So year over year the market, though we have seen record inventories, though we have seen drop in sales, we have not seen major drop in pricing, especially when we talk about the townhouse market. And why is that? It's important to understand that because whatever correction had to happened between February 2022 and the bottom of the market, that is January 2023. That was when the correction happened, when we saw the average pricing going down approximately at an overall basis around 20-25%. That's been the correction if we talk about all detached, attached combined, and majorly driven by the detached market and the townhouse market. Condos, if we have to just look at condominiums, apartments, from the peak of the market to the bottom of the market, the difference is still 20%. Whereas townhouses, we're talking about median sales pricing, peak of the market 970, bottom of the market 745. Coming back to how do we see 2025 shaping up, let's talk quickly about how and why is it important to understand real estate and take real estate as a long-term investment asset. Now, Fraser Valley also has a 5-year summary, which we can see out here. Let's talk about pricings. When we talk about detached pricing, all areas combined, you can see over here, over a 5-year period, the appreciation on price, whether it's median or an average price, is 55%. Similarly, in Abbotsford, it is again 55%. Every area for detached has been 55%. When we talk about townhouses, we are looking at similar 47%, 50%, 47%, 50%, regardless of which area you are in. Approximately, price increases have been 47 to 50%. Now, there is a trend since we have been recording information. Every 10 years, property values have doubled historically. So whenever you get into an investment or you get into buying your home, always have a 5-year plan, because they always say between 5 and 7 years, the probability of you losing money in real estate in the lower mainland is minimalistic. And this is the proof for it. Before we get into how 2025 is shaping up for the real estate market, if you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be updated on every new video that I put out there, which can help you get that edge to make the right decisions. Now, moving on to how 2025 is going to shape up. The first things we need to consider is a couple of rule changes which have come into the market, especially with the qualification and purchase power going higher from $1 million to $1.5 million with minimum down payment. What it basically means is you can buy a home up to $1.5 million with a minimum down payment of $125,000 only and only if your qualifications match it. That is, your total debt ratio doesn't exceed more than 40%. And to further understand how this implies to you and can you take advantage of it, do get in touch with the mortgage broker or the bank and they can help you out. If you need a referral to a really great mortgage broker, a couple of them, I can definitely send it your ways. Get in touch. Secondly, what is the forecast for the interest rates for the year 2025? If we have to go by Nestor's predictions, these are the policy rate expected for 2025, and based on it, currently we stand at approximately around 3.99 to 4.49 for fixed and 4.5 to 5% for variable. Of course, there are a lot of factors to be considered, but this is the overall generic numbers that we have as of the time of recording this video. Comparing that to what is expected in terms of policy rates for all the banks, we are looking at approximately around a 1% drop, which can significantly improve people's qualifications, because the elephant in the room was qualification right from the start. So that will bring a lot more buyers into the market. That being said, if we have to look at how pundits are predicting the market to be, and I would agree with this, is we are going to see a busy spring season because a lot of people will try to get into the market before it spikes up a little bit more. But for overall basis, I feel I agree with this report where we will see more of a balanced market in the Fraser Valley. And it is a great thing because this is the right time for people who are looking at upgrading, people whose renewals are up there and they want to make a move. This would be the right year to do that, simply because you're not, the variance between what you have to what you're trying to get into is not going to be massive. So example, if you're going from a townhouse to a detached home, let's say the spread is approximately around $350,000. If the market peaks up, that generally we have seen in 2021 was around $550,000. So you're taking in less debt. As we scroll further down, as you can see, right now our variable and fixed rates are pretty close to each other, which is a great thing. And generally you would have variable rates further below the average fixed rates, which is going to help a lot of people get qualification and move on in life or get into the market in a better way. And if you're looking at getting into the market, let's have a chat and see how best we can get your dreams to come true. So there you have it, guys. That is my prediction for 2025. It's going to be a balanced market. The market is expected to go up 5%, and it'll be a great time to either enter the market or to make any upgrades. That's a wrap from me. If you're looking at making a move in 2025 and want to cut through the noise and make sound real estate decisions, get in touch with me. Every day I have people just like you reaching out for advice in terms of real estate. Either it's buying, selling, or investing. I'll be happy to chat and figure out a custom strategy plan just for you that will get you to make the best decisions for your family. There are multiple ways of reaching out to me. It's all listed in the description. Looking forward to chatting with you, and until the next video, stay safe.